A man's most heartbreaking experience is when his little friend loses its functionality, and Charlie's most heartbreaking experience is when his little friend is functional but almost non-existent. As a result, he has been mocked by classmates from childhood to adulthood. During these moments, he can only hide in the restroom, secretly envious of his classmates' mutual praises.
And what can you do, mini drone?
Fortunately, Charlie has a close female friend who has always treated him like a brother. Whenever Charlie is at his lowest, she always provides timely emotional support and counseling. Their friendship is as strong as steel, a true testament to the power of friendship. The next day, something magical happens. The once inconspicuous little brother suddenly becomes firm and powerful, and to Charlie's bewilderment, it starts speaking vulgar words.
The only difference is now I finally can talk back.
I'm talking to my penis.
Hello, big guy.
The situation is as awkward as a scene from a disastrous event. Feeling embarrassed, he quickly flees the scene. To silence his little brother, Charlie starts practicing martial arts on the spot. Just then, his mother, who is concerned about her son, opens the restroom door. Before catching her breath, his father enters as well. Seeing this scene, his father feels relieved and silently praises his son for finally growing up before leaving and closing the door. However, after this incident, Charlie no longer has the mindset to continue. He can only hope that the bumpy road to school will restore his little friend to normal, but this will only lead to more harm for both of them. Fortunately, on the way to school, he manages to find a solution. As long as he loses his virginity, his little brother will quiet down and stop talking. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly difficult to do. Everyone at school knows he's a loser, so this method is bound to fail. But the little brother won't stop talking, constantly commenting on girls' bodies and appearances, irritating Charlie to no end.
Fucking.
Quiet!
Fucking.
Charlie? Want to share with the class?
I have to shit.
To make matters worse, as a member of the choir, Charlie gets distracted and ogles at girls during rehearsals. As the saying goes, a slight movement reveals one's true nature, and under the watchful eyes of others, his little brother raises its head. His classmates capture the embarrassing moment on video and even share it, unexpectedly making the video go viral. Charlie feels his world spinning, thinking he can never face anyone again. He dares not go to school unless he covers himself up tightly. However, things take an unexpected turn. Instead of mocking him, his classmates start treating him like an idol. It turns out there are influencers voicing their support for him. They find his public display of courage aligns with American values and urge everyone to learn from him. Just like that, from being a loser, Charlie transforms into a big star. Classmates line up to take photos with him, and even Marlene, whom he has secretly admired, invites him to a party. This gets Charlie extremely excited. To impress his crush, he decides to dress up. He gives his little brother a mohawk haircut with a razor, then goes to a lingerie store to pick out a brand new pair of underwear. He carefully dresses up his little brother like a delicate gift, hoping that when his crush opens the package, it will bring her a pleasant surprise. The party goes smoothly, and as the most popular man, Charlie enjoys the attention, charming women with one hand and holding champagne with the other, getting himself completely intoxicated. The morning sunlight streamed through the window onto Charlie's face, filling him with a sense of warmth. Goddess Marlene picked up her camera to capture this beautiful moment, as she wanted to share it with others. The only regret was that Charlie couldn't remember anything about what happened last night. However, Marlene assured him that they had a great time together. Feeling a mix of joy and curiosity, Charlie went to the bathroom and discovered to his surprise that his little brother was still there. He wondered why it didn't disappear after their intimate encounter. His little brother responded, "If you don't remember what happened last night, how could I?" While still sober, Charlie decided to take a moment to review the sweetness of last night. After winning over the goddess, Charlie appeared triumphant and full of pride. His best friend Paula advised him to sober up and not act like a scoundrel, but Charlie ignored her completely. However, fate had other plans. That day, while Paula was using the restroom, she accidentally stumbled upon Marlene and another guy engaged in intimate activities. She realized that nothing had actually happened between Marlene and Charlie. Marlene had only said those things to create a buzz and take photos for attention on the internet. Paula had truly figured out how deceitful their actions were. Despite their shameless behavior, Paula, concerned for Charlie, hoped he wouldn't get involved, but Charlie insisted on finding out the truth and entered the scene, only to be met with disappointment and heartbreak. He finally understood that Marlene had approached him just to use him as a stepping stone for her own popularity, creating a facade of a romantic connection between them. Feeling the bitterness of love and the pain it brings, Charly felt that life held no hope. After drowning his sorrows in alcohol, he made his way to the edge of a river, ready to sever the ties of his misfortune. Suddenly, he heard a commotion from the nearby bridge. It turned out to be another girl contemplating jumping into the river. He carefully approached and realized it was Paula. Worried, he climbed up to the bridge to inquire about what troubled her so deeply. After a heartfelt conversation and some tug-of-war, Paula revealed her own shameful secret. It turns out her little sister can also speak. Although it may sound crazy, it is indeed the truth. Charly burst into laughter upon hearing it and openly confessed his own secret. They exchanged a meaningful glance, realizing that they were truly meant to be together. The movie, titled Hammerharte Jungs, is heartwarming and touching, making it perfect for the whole family to watch together.